down to Rosenberg or the Fort Bend area, heads up for weekend road work. 59 Southwest Freeway southbound from University to Riverbrook. It'll be a 3-lane closure, a repeat of what you saw a few weekends ago, from 9 p.m. on Friday until Monday at 5. You always have access to 90 if you want an alternate route. This morning, we are looking pretty good here in town. There's one exception. Not only are we dealing with the fog, but we do have some lanes that are closed on the Gulf Freeway southbound at El Dorado. This is where our hot spot was yesterday, where that tanker truck caught fire and there were huge delays. You won't be running into the same delays per se, but there are barrels up and crews that are out there. I'm also noticing an unusual amount of brake lights past the scene, so I'm wondering if there's a crash that's working past what the lane closure looked like. I know that the fog is pretty thick in that area, so you do want to have your cell phones down and your low beams on, everything cool and focused on the roadways. We have fog on the East Freeway as well, so if you're coming in from Channelview or the Baytown area, this is how soupy it looks at Crosby Lynchburg. Please take care. Now back to you. Curves. So it is an area where you need to stay off of your phones. 45 North Freeway southbound or inbound at Little York. Right lanes are blocked. HOV lane running well, running on time. Outbound lanes look pretty good if you're making your way up toward IH from downtown Houston. But we are already building around the Shepherd Curve. You could take the Hardy Toll Road or the North Beltway as an alternate route. Right now, you'll need about 35 minutes in from the Woodlands. But again, use caution every single day whenever you're around that area, because people brake, they slow down very quickly because it throws them off, just because the pavement curving and the shoulder that is lost. That lane closure on the Gulf Freeway southbound at El Dorado is from yesterday's tanker fire issue, so be forewarned that we have that working as well. And then this minor problem at Will Clayton, 59 East Tex, a stalled truck on the right shoulder. Doesn't look like it's impacting things too poor. A little detail on what's happening with Metro Rail for your weekend. The service will be interrupted for the red, green, and purple lines. Shuttle buses will run every 10 minutes, so be prepared. Some good news to pass along to you. That North Freeway crash, it was inbound at Little York, cleared, showing you some of the backup here at Shepherd. We have some delays that are stretching back to West Mount Houston. Also, heads up if you're traveling toward Galveston County. 45 headed southbound at El Dorado. We still have 2 right lanes that will be blocked on you after yesterday's tanker fire, so they have not completely reopened all lanes. However, it is much better compared to yesterday. Highway 3 is back on track. Beamer looks good, and that's your latest look at traffic. Guys, now back to you. See you back with road work for the weekend. Details ahead. So we'll be seeing hearts this weekend, and others will be seeing construction barrels. 59 Southwest Freeway southbound from University to Riverbrook. If you're headed to Fort Bend this weekend, 3-lane closure 9 p.m. tonight until Monday at 5. We'll have no road work along 90 if you want to take that. In the meantime, let's talk about current conditions. We had a problem on the North Freeway southbound at Little York, still a little busy along the Shepherd Curve, but drive time in from the Woodlands is under 40 minutes, so yay, 2 thumbs up. We're loving that. Although Gulf Freeway southbound, we not only have foggy conditions in this area, but we have a lane closure at El Dorado due to yesterday's tanker truck fire. They are still blocking that side. Plus, you see the brake lights here? There's a crash past this, so it's a little bit busier here in this area. Now, nothing like yesterday, for sure. But if you're headed down to Galveston County, just a heads up, we have a little bit of traffic along the feeder road as well. You can see how busy we are on the North Freeway inbound at the Shepherd Curve. Like I said, HOV lane is running well. If you don't want to deal with any of the traffic, Hardy Toll Road looks excellent. A little bit of visibility issues here on 225 at East Boulevard. Other than that, less than 15 minutes in from LaPorte. We'll be right back. Along the Harris County Sheriff's Office tweeting out that there's an 18-wheeler crash plus 3 vehicles involved in an incident on Highway 6 northbound at Attic Satsuma. We do have some northbound delays. You might want to consider taking Queenston. It's a great alternate route that looks clean and green. We are also looking at the Gulf Freeway with fog and a little bit of delay starting to form southbound at El Dorado. You know, yesterday's crazy fiery crash was a huge incident. We don't have that much much backup this morning compared to yesterday thus far, but you see the right lanes that are cut off. There's also a crash past this scene up ahead between El Dorado and Bay Area Boulevard. So right in front of Baybrook Mall, again, we are seeing some heavy delays. You might want to consider taking Old Galveston, which looks like it's running on time, or take Beamer Road, which isn't too bad as of right now. If you take the 610 North Loop, we have delays in both directions, hugging I-45. You're actually looking at taillights that are headed eastbound right here at Airline. If you're waking up in Independence Heights or Oak Forest, it's going to be a little thicker on your drive. Right now, 21 minutes in from Cypress, down to 90. Good luck. Traffic alert for those of you waking up near Bear Creek. The sheriff still tweeting out that the 18-wheeler crash is working northbound Highway 6 at Attic Satsuma. It's involving 3 other vehicles, so this is a big mess in this area. Queenston is going to be your closest and easiest alternate route. Let's talk about I-45, the Gulf Freeway. We have double trouble. We have the southbound delays that are really beginning to form in this area at El Dorado, with 2 right lanes that are closed from yesterday's fiery crash that we had. Plus, you have fog, so that's one problem. You can see that the barrels are here. The delay is stretched past that. Feeder Road is decently traveled. If I were you, I would probably take Highway 3 or Beamer to skip this stretch right near Baybrook so that you're not dealing with any delays at all. We have an inbound problem on the Gulf. This is the second problem that I wanted to tell you about at Telephone Road. Right lanes are blocked. It's Friday light, so it would be worse, but right lanes are blocked in that area, so be on the lookout for brake lights right around Griggs. We are also a little bit busy on the North Loop in both directions right around 45, and also road work to warn you about for your weekend. Headed down to Fort Bend, watch out 3-lane closures southbound on the Southwest Freeway tonight at 9. From University to Riverbrook, it wraps up by Monday at 5. We'll be right back.